Are you ready?
Or like scratch your ass and sometimes your finger slips in your butthole a little bit.
Um, no, no, I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Roll the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bitcade. My name is Ryan A. Moore, and joining me, like always, is.
Dickie.
And this is Bitcade. This is the video game podcast, the official video game podcast of Primal Target. And we have got some interesting topics to talk about in this episode. One of those topics is Microsoft's Activision Blizzard deal is being investigated for insider trading. Yay! Also, Amazon wants to make a God of War TV show. We'll talk about that. And Ashton, what is our third topic?
Oh, we're going to be talking about video game metaverses and what that could mean.
Yeah, so stick around. And let's jump right in to the first topic. Here we go right about now. This article comes from us from the fine folks at IGN. This was a report that was written by Ryan Dinsdale. We're going to go with that. And here we go.
Dimmadome?
Yep. Doug Dimmadome's illegitimate child. So, yes, three investors are being investigated for insider trading in relation to Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So, for those that don't know, and you've been living under a rock and missed the biggest news in video games that we've ever seen in our lifetime so far, currently, Microsoft is trying to buy Activision Blizzard, the people behind Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. And at this moment in time, it's in the process. Okay, so this is not a done deal, but it is in the motion right now. Now, back to the article. The Wall Street Journal reports that Barry Diller, Alexander von this guy's last name, and David Giffen invested around $108 million in Activision Blizzard just days before Microsoft acquired the company and shares went up in value. Their investment has climbed to $168 million and could be upwards of $200 million if they keep their shares until the Microsoft deal closes later this year. The investments were made by I had struggle saying this word too when I was trying to read this too. Jeez. Privately arranged. I don't know why I want to say. I don't know why I want to say. I don't know why my brain keeps trying to say privatary or private, like trying to make it all fancy and like bank sounding, but it's not. It's just privately arranged transactions through J.P. Morgan Chase and Co. So they're trying to take this money and use it through their bank accounts to buy stock. And guess what? JP Morgan were apparently the saints in this whole situation, which is hardly ever a thing that has ever been put into the same sentence. They later reported the trades to law enforcement after the deal became public. This prompted the U.S. Justice Department and the Secretaries of Exchange Commission, or the SEC, to both open investigations into the matter. So you have two departments opening up investigations on these people. Insider trading is now, for those that don't know, insider trading is the buying and selling of stocks with confidential or non-public information. So if we were a public company and Ashton knew that Microsoft was about to buy us, and he just buys like $1,000 worth of stock before like anyone else knew this information, and then all of a sudden it bumped up, that is considered illegal because he knew private information before everyone else got a chance to actually know this information. So usually with the intention to make or as much money as possible, the practices is illegal in the United States. Diller has described himself as a, quote, long-term friend of Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, Bobby Kotick? Anyway, and served on Coca-Cola's board of directors with him. Von Furge, this guy, is the stepson of Diller, and Geffen is another long-term friend. So, Diller told the Wall Street Journal that none of the men had insider information about Microsoft's impending acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and said it was just a coincidence and a, quote, lucky bet, end quote. While no insider trading has been proven, this is the latest in the long line of controversy surrounding Activision Blizzard in the last few months, and the company was sued by California over allegations of a, quote, frat boy culture, end quote, that prompted a number of senior staff departures and partner companies taking a step back. Things flared up in November when a report claimed that Kotick is his name. Now, I don't know why I want to say Kotick like he's a company or some sort. Knew about allegations of sexual assault and harassment, but kept them quiet. And more than 1,000 Activision Blizzard employees called for his removal as a result. Xbox, Microsoft, and Nintendo spoke out on the disturbing allegations, and just 3 days later, Microsoft gaming CEO Phil Spencer initiated talks with Kotick that led to the $68 billion acquisition. Microsoft initially stated that Kotick would remain in his position following the acquisition, but later said it was unconfirmed before the Wall Street Journal reported that Kotick is set to leave when the deal closes. Kotick reportedly told senior managers in November, however, that he would consider stepping down if he couldn't quickly fix the ongoing problems at Activision Blizzard, and he's since been offered $22 million for improving the work culture. Okay. Interesting.
Maybe $22 million to act right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Microsoft's president, Brad Smith, commented in February that the company will make sure it has, quote, the right people in the right position, end quote, through Kotick. Though Kotick is also guaranteed $15 million of, quote, golden parachute compensation, end quote, if Microsoft fires him without cause. Activision Blizzard has claimed earlier this month that it violated a California law that required it to have at least 3 women on its board of directors by the end of 2021 because of complications caused by its Microsoft deal, despite having 3 years to comply. For a full breakdown, And then it just says, for a full breakdown of Activision Blizzard's controversy, take a look at IGN's timeline of events that began in July 2021. And so there you go. That is the whole thing from IGN. Ashton, how do you dissect that? Well, what do you feel about that?
Okay, well, Activision, it's been known for a long time they're not a good company, so them blaming Microsoft deal for that situation? Nah. No one's fucking stupid here, okay? Now, the meat of the problem, the whole insider trading bit, I mean, why'd they wait so long? to invest if it was a quote unquote lucky guess? Why'd they wait so long? This has been in talks for months. Months it's been public. Why only like a couple days before it goes green?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that, nah.
Yeah, it is definitely a very suspicious thing, especially since Barry Diller is long-term friends with Bobby Kotick, and Alexander is the stepson. Yeah, he's the stepson of Diller, and Geffen is another long-term friend. So they're all connected in this weird thing, and you don't think that the Activision Blizzard CEO hadn't been just kind of talking about it with his Coca-Cola board of director buddy? Like, I don't know. It's definitely not in a really good scenario for these three people. And why were you three like putting $108 million into a stock is pretty crazy. Like that is something's gonna happen kind of money. That's not like, oh, I bought 100 shares. I mean, I don't know how much.
Well, not if you're a billionaire.
Yeah, but I mean, like, still, that's a. I mean, I don't know what Alexander does or David does, but I mean, I guess David was also in like the loop of friends here. So, but he didn't work for Coca-Cola either. So, like, two of these people didn't work for Coca-Cola. So I don't know what these other people like that know Bobby Kotick on this whole entire stuff. So I don't know. It's very suspicious activity. Who knows? But knowing how shady Activision Blizzard has been, it's not a good look.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know how you disprove that it's insider trading. I don't know how that goes. Like, what are the grounds for the investigation?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, I have a feeling this doesn't look right. But how do you prove or disprove that? That I don't know. Like that, I'd be curious to know what the grounds are for the investigation. Like, depending on what they find, what do they need to find in order to like say it's insider trading or not?
Mm-hmm. And who knows? The other thing is like, how shady, like how movie style shadiness is this gonna be? Like, did like Bobby Kotick tell him about this and then maybe give them a little bit of money so that, hey, if you invest it right now and then we'll cash it out later? I don't know. Like, how deep does this go? Maybe I'm watching too many crime like investigation shows, but it's very suspicious that three people that he knows specifically, like personally, it's not a good look. Not a good look. And a lot of people don't like him already for doing shady shit.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna, the other thing is not to get political here because this isn't a political channel, but like, if we're gonna be busting people in gaming industry for insider trading, we should also be making sure that congressmen can't do insider trading. So,
yeah,
we actually have the ability to change the way our little slice of the world works. Just saying.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting that this has been brought to light. But you know, I as someone that has stock in many different companies as well, as just like luck is, I bought a couple shares of this, and oh look, over the last 4 months it's gone up to $46 when I bought it at 4. Like, that's lucky. Luck is not, oh, I put in $108 million and now I have 168 and possibly maybe 200 million in total after this is all said and done. So, like, almost doubling your profits.
The dollar amount to me doesn't matter. It's more like the fact that they're in a position to see things that the outside can't.
Yeah. And that's what makes it unfair. That's part of the reason why it's illegal.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Put in the comment section below what you guys think about this possibility. Do you think they did it? Do you think it's just a coincidence? Would you do it if you knew about it? Not to out yourself, but hey, if you had $108 million and knew you could double it into $200 million, would you do it? Any last words?
No, that's it for me.
We're moving on.
My wall.
Never tell him the odds.
All you need.
Why not have more? I like it when there's more. But
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they must use the same tagline in every movie market too.
yeah, they had to.
Because usually there's like different posters like in different markets.